So I've been seeing a lot of creators complain lately that the Instagram algorithm is no longer showing their content to their followers. I'm going to try to break down why that might be. First of all, in my opinion, I think that these apps are completely controlled by advertising. And I'm not saying that you have to spend money and advertise your content to get it seen. Think of Instagram and other social platforms like a TV network. Back in college, I took a course called Exploring Contemporary Television, and I learned something that I won't ever forget. My professor told me that when we watch TV, we think of all the advertisements and commercials as a break from the show. That's why we call them a commercial break. The TV network sees the show or the movie that they're serving to you as a break from the advertisement. The advertisements are what funds and runs that entire network. The TV network, their whole goal is to keep you entertained by serving you up a good show so that you'll watch the advertisements and then they can collect the money from those companies for the ads. And so this is why primetime TV always has the best shows currently playing. That's when the most people are home and ready to watch a show, and that's when they can get the most money for advertisements. No company wants to advertise on a network that isn't being watched. Think of the Super Bowl. Those companies that advertise commercials at the Super Bowl spend a lot of money. And that's because the Super Bowl is the most watched thing pretty much ever. And the network doesn't care about football. What the network cares about is that you care about football. You care about the football game. You stay engaged at the football game, which means you're going to sit through all of the commercials. And when you have millions and millions and millions of people willing to watch that show, the advertising money is massive. And that's what the network cares about. The network wants the advertising money, so they're going to serve you up something that you are going to stay watching. So again, the network serves the content. The companies pay for advertisements on the network. The network's goal, keep you engaged so that you will watch the ads. Now, all we got to do is replace TV network with Instagram. Instagram makes money from advertisements. The longer they can keep you on the app, the more advertisements you'll see and the more money they will make. Now, if you're a viewer and Instagram is serving you up content that you don't like, you're probably not going to stay on the app. The algorithm is designed to keep you on the app. You're going to get served up content that the app thinks that you're interested in, so you'll stay on longer. So if you're ever feeling frustrated or you feel like Instagram is just not serving your content to your followers, there's some things we got to talk about. One, have you ever gone viral? I think creating content with the intent to go viral is not good, because if you go viral, you're probably reaching way outside of your actual audience, and you'll probably get a big influx of followers, and then they'll never really engage with you again. This is why I really advise against doing something that's trendy or off-brand to gain viewers and likes and follows, because if it's different from what you're normally posting, they're not going to engage with any of your other stuff, and they're never going to be served your content again. It's kind of pointless. And then the other thing I really want to talk about is the fact that people evolve, people change. How long ago did you start acquiring followers? Let's say you've been building a following for 10 years. It's totally possible that your followers have evolved, their interests have changed, your content has probably changed over time. Let's put ourselves in our followers' shoes. How many people do you follow that you actively watch and engage with every piece of content they put out? Or how many people have you followed at a certain time in your life that after a few months, you just weren't interested in their content anymore? For example, as someone who wanted to create online courses, I started following a bunch of people that taught about how to create online courses. And after I kind of phased out of really needing their information, I don't really engage with them anymore. I used to be a professional athlete, and though I still check in on all my friends who are still doing that, like I don't actively engage with that stuff anymore. It's like, it's not my main priority. You have to understand that just because someone followed you doesn't mean they want to see your content every day. It doesn't mean that they need your content, but someone does need your content. This is why I say that you need to be creating content for your audience, not necessarily your followers. Every post that you put out should be speaking to a specific type of audience. If that content is interesting to your audience, they will get served your content. But if you're just making generic content because you have 100,000 followers, if it's not interesting to those followers at that moment in time, the app is not going to serve it to them. Because remember, the algorithm is designed to keep the viewer on the app. It's not designed to show your content to the people who followed you. If your followers are no longer interested, or you post a piece of content that is different from what you normally post, people aren't going to engage with it. So the whole reason I'm even talking about this is I saw an influencer, they posted on Threads, they said, I don't understand. I have 100,000 followers on Instagram and my last reel is only at like 2,000 views. And I was like, I bet you I know why. And so I went to their account, I went to their Instagram account, checked on the most recent reel. One, it was a paid partnership. It was showing some kind of like skin lotion or something. And it was different than their other content. It wasn't fun. It wasn't entertaining. And really, it wasn't all that valuable. So I went back to the post and I was like, well, duh. Like, this is not the content that your followers followed you for. This is not on par with your other content. Like, just because you have followers, if you aren't creating something interesting that actually makes an audience want to watch it, the app is not going to serve it to them. The whole goal is to keep people on the app. If you want your content to be shown to people, create content that someone is interested in watching. God, I swear I'm probably all over the place in this video right now. What I think we can like really learn, and what we need to do as creators and small business owners and, you know, photographers, videographers, like every time we publish a piece of content, we need to make sure that it is aimed at someone. We can't just create content and throw it up there and just expect that it's going to get shown to all of our followers because they follow us. We need to be thinking more about our audience and who the content is designed for. And as long as we're creating a piece of content that is specific to someone, it will get shown to those people. All right, I think that's all I got. See you later.